Hello, True Wellness Live Facebook community. I'm Ian Kennedy, and I'm here today live with everyone to start a series called Living Well with Ian. And I really appreciate being asked to do this because it gives me an opportunity to really kind of connect with everybody in a different way, to maybe give you some information that we don't often get to necessarily talk about during one-on-one appointments. So I'm excited to do this, and I'm excited about the title because living well is really what true wellness is all about. 15 years ago, a little over 15 years ago, I coined the name True Wellness. And I called it True Wellness for a reason, because for me, wellness is beyond just having good health or the absence of illness, because good health is really the absence of illness. When the machine is functioning appropriately, when our physicality is working for us, then we consider that we have good health. The truth is, we have health. And the good and the bad is something that's determined, again, depending on how we feel our physicality is actually working for us. So wellness is well beyond just good health. Wellness is the ability to take our life energies and hold them to a certain level, to be able to experience life to its fullest, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. And if we can take those and maintain them in a certain way, to hold them in a certain way, then we can experience wellness. And it's interesting, even when someone deals with an illness or deals with an injury, there can still be a place where they maintain a certain level of wellness. And we've all experienced this. I was thinking about it the other day, and I realized, there were times when we were little, when we got hurt, we fell off our bike and skinned our knees, or we were dealing with a cold or a flu, something like that. And mom or dad would come in and console us, And even though we were in pain, even though my knee was bleeding, they helped instill a certain sense of wellness. So people can actually deal with illnesses and still have a sense of wellness. Oftentimes, if a sense of wellness fades from the person, then the physical body actually starts to struggle. And of course, we know that the thoughts we hold actually affect the chemistry of my body. It's a scientific fact that if I'm angry, frustrated, resentful, hurt, those types of feelings, then it actually affects the chemistry in my body and it starts to affect my health. If I'm able to maintain emotions such as joyfulness, love, compassion, happiness even, then it changes the chemistry in my body again, and it's more conducive to health, which is a part of our wellness. So the bottom line is, we've all experienced wellness at different phases and different points in our lives, even throughout the day. The issue becomes, for most of us, that it's a hard thing to maintain. We can't seem to hold on to it consistently so that life becomes this flow of wellness for us, right? Where everything seems to function easier. So how do we do that? Well, I think the first thing we need to do is take inventory in relationship to our wellness. And how do we do that? Well, we can do it a couple of ways. First, you can sit down and actually write a list out of the things that manifest joy, love, and compassion for you. The things that bring those types of emotions. What really turns that on for folks? What for you creates a sense of wellness? And just write them down. Create a list. You can also create a list of the things that make you miserable. And we may be surprised that oftentimes the list of the things that make us miserable is a lot longer than the things that make us joyful. And so just becoming conscious of that can be a really important thing in relationship to understanding what level of wellness do I hold my life at. Then there's another exercise that can really bring this home for us as well. And that is this. One day a month, just one day a month, go completely dark. Now, what I mean by that is this. No screen time, no cell phone, no TV, no tablets, no computers, no books to read, no music to listen to, no radio talk. Absolutely go completely dark for 24 hours. Now, when you go dark for 24 hours, at least 6 or 7 or 8 of those you're going to sleep. So the truth is you're really going dark for about 16 hours. And what this does is it gives you an opportunity to be with you. to be with your mind, to be with your body, to be with your wellness, to get a sense of really how you function throughout the day. Now, here's the way to do that. You go completely dark from all technology. The next is that there will be no speaking to anyone for those waking hours. No talking to anybody. Pick a day where you can do this. And believe me, you can actually do this and function through this. It's quite a wonderful experience. And it becomes very insightful. And it becomes very much going inside and letting the external take care of itself and stepping away from it a little bit. So no media. And you just spend those hours with you. You can definitely journal. You can definitely paint. You can definitely write. You can definitely draw. You can do those types of things. Just no external stimulation, no entertainment. And at the end of that, it'll give you a sense of wellness. It'll give you a sense of, can I be with me? And how does it feel to just be with me? It'll also give you an opportunity to, once you feel like what it's like to be with you, you can feel like, well, am I good company? You know, am I good company for other people? If this makes me feel uncomfortable, what do I need to do to shift that? Because that is going to give us a sense of what level of wellness we're living at that moment. Now, it sounds difficult. It sounds like it can be hard to do. Let me tell you a quick story. 25 years ago, I got involved in a monastery in New York State. And it's a very well-known Zen Buddhist monastery. And I went up on weekends, and I would go up for weekends at a time, and I became a lay person that would go up there. I wasn't interested in becoming a monk. And so I would go, and I went for a period of time, and we would do meditations and sit in stillness. And it got to the point where I did it long enough where I was invited and permitted to attend what is called a sesshin. A sesshin is 7 days of total silence, no eye contact, and of course, completely dark as far as technology. And so I attended these several times, and it was 7 days of complete silence. And the entire facility functioned amazingly with no one speaking and no one looking in anyone's eyes. It was quite an amazing experience. And of course, there was a lot of things going on internally when you spend that much time with yourself. And we were sitting and doing something like 10, 12 hours of meditation a day. So it's quite doable. And absolutely 16 hours is absolutely doable for anybody. To do a 7-day experience takes a little indoctrination, takes a little bit of experience. But you can absolutely, everybody can take 16 hours of their day and go dark. It'll give you a real sense of your sense of wellness. So, I look forward to doing these. I look forward to next week doing one with you. We're going to do one every week, Living Wellness with Ian. And next week, we're going to talk about food. Yes, I'm actually going to talk about diet. And I know for a long time here at the center, we talk about the fact that there's no one perfect diet for everybody. And there's truth to that. But I am going to give you a different perspective on diet and on what this physical body needs in order to function very best in relationship to what we eat and how we eat. So I really look forward to doing that and seeing everybody real soon. I look forward to your questions as well. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week. Keep your eyes out for Living Well with Ian.